Hi, I'm Dr. Fiorite, giving you common sense solutions to everyday problems. And today we will be discussing how takers could be affecting your health, be it mentally or physically. Let's examine. The word psychosomatic usually means to most people that an illness is conjured up in the person's mind. Like hypochondriacs will talk themselves or tell themselves that an illness that they believe to be affecting them is real. But the actual meaning of a psychosomatic affliction is that the illness is due to mental strain or anguish. For instance, a persistent headache with no discernible cause could be triggered psychosomatically or due to distress. The key point is that the disease results directly from forces or sources acting on the mind. Knowing this as the origin of a psychosomatic illness, then we need to examine the source or sources. I have a theory concerning human nature that I have derived due to observation of various personalities during my life. This measurement is not an empirical measurement, rather a subjective assessment based on the different personality types that exist. Though this observation that I have concluded is that humans, or even some animals for that matter, can be divided into one of two distinctions, is still a theory and not based on anything scientific other than observation. Those two aspects of people's personalities can be divided into two categories or two distinctions: givers and takers. Now that could be an ambiguous middle ground for some individuals, but for the vast majority of people, they fall into one of those two categories, pretty much. Now, how is that important to psychosomatic illness and mental and physical health, you might ask? Well, the answer is in which of the categories do the main people in your life fall into? Now, the giver. The givers are kind and nurturing and generous, and they make you feel good about them and yourself, and you enjoy being around them. You feel good with givers. You look forward to conversing with them, and they never keep a tally of what they've done for you, and their kindness has no strings attached. You like being around them, and they make you feel happy. Now, the other side of the coin is the taker. The taker always wants you to give to them, either of your time and effort, financially or emotionally, while never offering much in return. The taker will offer cursory tokens towards you, but it's in order to create a small dossier of favors that they can bring up so that they can say that they did this for you, and it totally disregards the things that you've done for them, and you may have done something for them or things for them 10 times over. For the taker, it's about them, first and foremost, and it's never a fair exchange. It's never a fair exchange. Let me reiterate that. It's always slanted towards the taker. For the taker, the ledger has to be heavily balanced in their favor, and undoubtedly, anything of any significance that they do for you will be highlighted. Takers are energy vampires as well as financial and emotional siphons. The taker does not leave you happy but emotionally drained and decrepit. The taker is the person who directly leads to your personal unrest and psychological disharmony. The taker offers no positives, but in their vanity, they perceive themselves as the singular positive in your relationship. The relationship with the taker is always one-sided. So what is the answer that you ask? If your friends and family members are takers, then what do you do? The answer is that you stop allowing them to take from you. Distancing yourself from a friend or family member who constantly takes may be difficult, but it must be done for your well-being. It may be painful and it may alter your dynamic forever, but the taker may need confronting, and in a diplomatic way, but still a confrontation has to come forth. Now, for the person that you always loan money to or give rides to when they need it, or these kinds of things, it might take mentioning that to them, that they seldom do anything for you without expectation. And it would possibly help your relationship to state how you feel And if you feel unappreciated, you let them know, and how their relationship with them has been one-sided and slanted towards them. Perhaps the person did not realize how self-centered they had become and changed, or it could cause a rift or a permanent rift. In any case, your physical and emotional well-being is dependent upon their changing or you removing them from your life. When givers are put with givers, everyone is happy, everything is harmonious, and feeling great. I'm Dr. Feelright. Thanks for watching, and remember, be a giver, not a taker.